Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Sid Meier's Ultimate Collection One More Turn bundle of October 2023. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Civilization VI, a 4X strategy game that elevates the digital board game genre with its captivating blend of strategy and history. This turn-based strategy game spans all of human history, allowing you to construct empires, compete for victory conditions, and engage with world leaders. The game's world map is a central character, with natural elements like forests, deserts, and resource-rich lands influencing your civilization's development. These environmental factors provide dynamic challenges, making Civilization VI a memorable experience. While Civilization VI introduces several new features, its core mechanics remain familiar to series veterans. You'll establish cities, manage tiles, train military units, engage in diplomacy, and wage turn-based warfare. This continuity allows seasoned players to jump right in. A key innovation in Civilization VI is city planning's heightened importance, driven by the redesigned map system. Terrain and tile types become central to gameplay, and you must carefully plan your city's layouts. This enhances replayability and adds depth. For newcomers, there is a learning curve, and the absence of a city planning utility can lead to suboptimal layouts. The game's tiles, however, are integral to the tech and civics tree, with Eureka moments rewarding strategic tile use. Civilization VI refines core elements like war and diplomacy. AI leaders now have clear agendas, making diplomacy more predictable and rewarding. A well-balanced combination of units and city management ensures engaging and tactical warfare. Visually, the game's art style may not appeal to everyone, but the dynamic map creates an immersive experience. Music, sound, and the voices of historical leaders contribute to the game's authenticity. In summary, Civilization VI's harmonious blend of strategy, history, and gameplay make it a standout title in the 4X genre. The focus on city planning and terrain management adds depth and variety to each playthrough, setting a high standard for digital board games. This bundle also includes plenty of DLCs for you to spend even more time in its historical setting. At number 2 we have Civilization Beyond Earth, a 4X strategy game and spiritual successor to Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. The game starts with a fascinating premise. What if you took Civilization's concept of launching a spaceship for victory and made that the starting point for a new game? You land on a new world and begin anew. While the game uses the engine and mechanics of Civilization V, it's set in a futuristic sci-fi setting. The core gameplay feels very similar to Civ 5, but with a fresh space-oriented twist. You'll encounter new units, victories, a unique tech tree, leaders, civilizations, and various other additions. However, initially it may seem like Civilization V with a sci-fi skin, leading to concerns for fans of the series. It wasn't until players delved deeper that they discovered Beyond Earth's hidden complexity and the new possibilities it offered. Affinities play a key role, allowing you to evolve your civilization in different ways, altering your victory conditions and game dynamics. Beyond Earth introduces a variety of victories, including contact, domination, emancipation, promised land, and transcendence. Each comes with its unique narrative and gameplay elements. The game also includes quests that add depth and choices to the gameplay, making it more engaging. One notable difference is the presence of alien life forms on a new planet, which adds unique challenges and interactions. Beyond Earth also features an orbital layer that lets you build and deploy satellites, providing various benefits to your civilization. At first, Beyond Earth might appear too similar to Civilization V, but beneath the surface, it offers a fresh and captivating experience. It's a game that takes time to fully appreciate, offering intriguing gameplay even for Civ veterans. Despite its initial similarities, it's a unique and enjoyable entry in the 4X strategy genre. At number 3 we have Sid Meier's Civilization V, a game that offers a fresh take on the classic turn-based strategy series. You start in 4000 BC with a single settler and guide your civilization through millennia of development, including technological advancements, military conquest, and cultural achievements. Your goal is world domination, in competition with other civilizations. Visually, Civilization V impresses with stunning landscapes that resemble Monet meets Google Maps, complete with rich details, from grazing animals to breaching whales. City styles and under construction great wonders reflect the game's meticulous craftsmanship. The game introduces several changes to its core gameplay. While shifting from a square grid map to hexagons seems significant, it's a subtle alteration. The interface is user-friendly. Warfare demands strategic depth. Combat is about thoughtful planning and unit positioning, with cities becoming formidable combat units themselves. However, there are drawbacks. Managing large armies with individual unit movement can be tedious. The AI sometimes struggles with unit positioning and tactics, particularly on higher difficulties. Civ 5 excels in diplomacy, with leaders reacting to troop deployments near their borders, but more context for sudden declaration of war is needed. On the positive side, Civ 5 simplifies city management, national happiness, and the government system. It introduces an intriguing approach to strategic resources, making their acquisition more meaningful. Maps feature city-states, adding dynamics to the game. These smaller civilizations offer quests and can become valuable allies, trading partners, or conquest targets. Civ 5 provides the freedom to pursue various victories and offers 18 diverse factions with unique bonuses and units, making it endlessly replayable. Civilization 5 breathes new life into the series without overshadowing its predecessors. Its stunning graphics, deep combat, streamlined management, and complex resource system create an irresistible strategy game. It's a must-play, whether you're new to global domination or a seasoned veteran. And number 4 we have Sid Meier's Pirates, a triumphant remake of a classic 1987 strategy game, offering an exhilarating mix of action, strategy, and role-playing that guarantees pure enjoyment. In this adventure, you assume the role of a vengeful pirate, seeking retribution against a malevolent Spanish nobleman who has wronged your family. Initially, your motivation is revenge, but the game's beauty lies in its open-ended nature, allowing you to shape your pirate's life as you see fit. You can become a privateer, treasure hunter, explorer, trader, or a combination of these roles, exploring the Spanish Main, engaging in ship battles, sword fights, treasure hunts, and more. The game brings the vibrant Caribbean to life with its beautiful and colorful graphics, making the game world a joy to explore. Sid Meier's Pirates is remarkably easy to pick up, yet it conceals a significant amount of strategic depth. You'll navigate the high seas, gather information at taverns, hire crew members, and upgrade your ship. Managing food supplies and crew morale adds depth to the gameplay. The game's fast pace keeps you engaged, and the various minigames from ship battles to sword fights provide a delightful mix of action and strategy. You can capture enemy ships, engage in duels, and even charm governors' daughters. While Sid Meier's Pirates suffers from minor stability issues and lacks multiplayer, its engrossing gameplay, impeccable pacing, and charming presentation make it an outstanding gaming experience. Its replay value is immense, and the game's delightful voyage into the age of piracy is irresistible. You might find yourself losing track of time as you embark on a series of enjoyable mini-adventures. Sid Meier's Pirates is a superb gaming experience that offers hours of entertainment. It's a classic remake that manages to retain the magic of the original, making it a must-play for both fans of the original and newcomers to the series. And number 5 we have Civilization 4, a timeless masterpiece in the realm of strategy gaming. If you have even a modest fondness for strategy games or historical narratives, this title is a must-play. Civilization 4 delivers a multifaceted and immersive strategy experience. In this turn-based journey, you assume the role of a world leader, entrusted with guiding your chosen nation from the Stone Age to the Space Age. The pathways to global supremacy are numerous, offering an engaging and diverse gaming experience. This updated diplomacy system introduces intricate interactions, enabling you to sway other nations in forming alliances or securing your borders against surprise invasions. Civilization 4 introduces substantial improvements across various gameplay aspects. The combat system has been meticulously reconstructed into a more intuitive strength system, resulting in more engaging warfare. Diplomacy interactions have been expanded, rendering your nation's traits and borders more distinct, elevating the gaming experience. The introduction of religion adds depth to the game. 7 distinct creeds, tied to specific technologies, influence your city's culture-producing temple structures and missionaries. While not central, religion enriches the gameplay. Cultural expansion has seen substantial improvements, enabling you to generate great people with unique abilities, enriching your strategic choices. The game's graphic engine has undergone a substantial upgrade from Civ 3, allowing seamless zooming in and zooming out of your nation, with expressive portraits of world leaders enhancing the immersive quality. Accompanied by a robust soundtrack, the game submerges you in its world. Civilization 4 is a superb strategy game that transcends its predecessors, preserving the addictive gameplay the series is revered for. With a more engaging combat system, nuanced diplomacy, and complex gameplay mechanics, is a must-play for strategy enthusiasts. And number 6 we have Civilization 3, the third installment to the main series and the final classic Civ game. It stands as a testament to solid game design, sleek interface, striking artwork, and the enduring appeal of the Civilization series. This iteration of Civilization builds on its lineage, introducing seemingly subtle changes that have a significant impact on the gameplay compared to its predecessors. Unique factions, national borders, and a living map from Fire Axis Alpha Centauri make their way into Civilization 3, enriching the gameplay. Each civilization offers unique units and strengths that shape your approach to the game, adding depth and replayability. Culture is significant to the game, as cities accumulate it based on their structures. Borders expand based on culture, and it's not just about conquest. It's a form of capturing land through art, entertainment, and religion. The map plays a vital role, with rivers influencing combat and city development. Roads, railways, harbors, and airports connect cities, making the control of critical infrastructure a key strategy. The game's AI is formidable, providing a competent challenge and recognizing the importance of strategic resources. While the early game is accessible and streamlined, the late game can become bogged down with micromanagement, a common issue in epic strategy games. Turn processing times can be lengthy in later stages. However, Civilization 3's victory conditions ensure that you won't be shuffling units indefinitely. Despite minor interface issues, Civilization 3 represents a pinnacle in strategy game design for its time, offering streamlined gameplay and the pedigree of the classic Civilization series. And number 7 we have Sid Meier's Starships, a turn-based strategy game that explores the vastness of the galaxy through a customizable fleet of ships. It offers a relatively casual experience that feels like it was designed with mobile platforms in mind. The game serves as a continuation of the Civilization Beyond Earth storyline. You begin the game with the option to choose a faction and a leader, each providing various bonuses that impact your journey. Unfortunately, the game lacks a formal tutorial, but its simplicity makes it relatively easy to grasp. As you navigate the galactic map, your goal is to improve planets, embark on quests, and eventually conquer them. These quests lead to turn-based battles on a 2D plane, where you repeatedly deploy your fleet to combat foes. While the enemy ship AI is effective, the battles can feel repetitive, and the gameplay's simplicity leaves something to be desired. One of the game's redeeming features is your fleet of ships, which can be upgraded in multiple ways, and as they evolve, they change their names and appearances. The option to use randomly dropped cards for temporary boosts or construct wonders for super power-ups adds variety but can feel unbalanced at times. However, Sid Meier's Starships is plagued by numerous bugs and issues. Players have experienced problems ranging from the inability to start the game to game-breaking flaws, disappearing objects, and graphical glitches. While Sid Meier's Starships is not terrible, it falls below expectations for a studio with Fire Axis' reputation. It faces stiff competition in the world of PC strategy games, and its unbalanced, repetitive, and sometimes ugly gameplay along with numerous bugs make it hard to recommend. With better alternatives available, this game doesn't live up to the standards set by its developer. And number 8 we have Sid Meier's Railroads, an enticing economic strategy game that doesn't require a deep interest in locomotives to enjoy. Despite the absence of tycoon in its title, Railroads offers an addictive and surprisingly deep experience, appealing to a broad audience. The game goes beyond merely laying tracks and observing trains. It enables you to connect cities for trade, manage industries, dabble in stock markets, invest in technology, and witness the evolution of cities from small towns to thriving metropolises. The game's complexity never feels overwhelming, striking a perfect balance. Railroads features 15 different scenarios, both fictional and historical, set in real-world locations like the American Southwest, the Pacific Northwest, Great Britain, France, and Germany, covering the entire history of railroads from the mid-19th century to modern times. Each scenario offers specific objectives, categorized by era, and your success in achieving them rewards you with prestige points and unique titles, adding a competitive edge. The game allows you to customize your railway empire, purchase and supply industries, and even engage in stock trading. You can create processing facilities in cities to enhance your profits and ship processed goods to other locations for additional revenue. The game is user-friendly, focusing on track construction and simple menu-based operations, and handles complex processes automatically. Railroads manages to maintain a balance between a detailed economic simulation and an accessible empire-building experience. It offers depth without overwhelming micromanagement, making it suitable for both newcomers and fans of tycoon-style games. The game is easy to pick up, and its ever-unfolding layers of detail will keep you entertained for an extended playtime. And number 9 we have Sid Meier's Ace Patrol: Pacific Skies, a turn-based strategy game that places you in the cockpit of iconic World War II warplanes, engaging in combat across pivotal battles of the era. This game offers you the opportunity to join the United States or Japan's Army or Navy, and select from a roster of male and female pilots. For those who want a more historical experience, you can disable female pilots in the campaign, but remember, that won't be PC. Initially, you have access to a single pilot, but as you progress, you can recruit wingmen, each with unique abilities, like escaping from POW camps or hitting distant targets. The game's combat unfolds on a hex grid playing field, over land and sea, allowing your pilots to maneuver realistically. Your planes can bank, change altitudes, and perform advanced maneuvers, such as loops and slips, influencing damage output. As you earn promotions, you unlock upgrades and new planes, though upgrading is not transferable between aircraft. Graphically, Ace Patrol Pacific Skies is a mixed bag. Pilot caricatures have a cheerful Disney-esque style, while planes appear impressive up close. However, ground models and other graphics lose their appeal. On the audio front, sound effects, voice snippets, and the music contribute positively to the game. Ace Patrol Pacific Skies offers substantial content, even featuring local multiplayer for up to 2 players. The game's enjoyable gameplay is somewhat marred by its graphics. Nevertheless, it provides an engaging experience in the style of Sid Meier's games, making it a solid choice for strategy enthusiasts. At number 10 we have Sid Meier's Ace Patrol, a delightful gem that originated on smartphones and tablets but managed to make its way to PC. This game offers a unique blend of biplane hex combat, and more importantly, pure fun. Gameplay centers around choosing a nation, the UK, France, Imperial Germany, or America, each with a selection of randomly generated pilots and era-appropriate aircraft. You engage in dogfights using a turn-based hex combat system. Your squadron can consist of up to 4 pilots, who embark on a series of randomly generated missions spanning 4 different offensives. NPC pilots, much like your own, can be captured or temporarily sidelined for repairs. Both friendly and enemy pilots unlock RPG-style skills, plane upgrades, and special maneuvers, adding depth to the game. As the war progresses, so does air technology, keeping you on your toes. The combat itself is straightforward. Aim for a good shot while avoiding exposure to enemy fire. The game employs a score system tied to Steam achievements and online leaderboards, encouraging players to up the difficulty level for higher scores. Additionally, once you complete an offensive with a nation for the first time, you unlock famous World War I ace pilots with their unique biplane livery schemes. While mostly bug-free, there's a slight issue with selecting hexes, especially when pilots have numerous maneuvers. This could be attributed to the game's mobile origins. Some art assets appear somewhat bland, particularly the offensive victory screen. This game is great, especially if you're seeking an addictive, albeit somewhat short, turn-based aerial combat game. At number 11 we have Sid Meier's Colonization, a spin-off and spiritual sequel to the famous Civilization franchise, offering a unique empire-building experience set in a new world during the era of European colonization. This strategy game presents a complex and engaging journey through the challenges of pre-independence North America. The game begins in 1492, when European empires launched colony ships to explore and settle the New World. As the viceroy appointed by your king, your mission is to claim the New World for your nation. But victory in colonization isn't just about ruling over a king's absence. To win, you must establish a self-sufficient society, renounce your monarch, and survive a war of independence. Players can choose their home nation, England, France, Spain, or the Netherlands, and are immediately confronted with a continent teeming with native tribes, each of its units, cities, and territories. Your interactions with these tribes significantly impact your colony's early years. Maintaining positive relationships offers trade opportunities and skill training, but tensions can escalate, leading to open conflicts. The game presents unique moral dilemmas related to native interactions, a feature not found in the main Civilization series. Colonization stands out for its emphasis on micromanagement, even compared to classic Civilization titles. Players must oversee colony projects, monitor resource prices, and manage immigrants' professions. The game also requires careful planning for trade and resource management. Day-to-day life within the colonies involves assigning individual colonists to various tasks, ensuring productivity. The game's dynamic relationship with your chosen empire adds depth, as monarchs make increasingly challenging demands on your colony. This often leads to resistance and rebellion. As conflicts and wars unfold in Europe, New World colonies are inevitably dragged into the fray. This political aspect adds a layer of complexity to the game, and encourages players to consider the merits of rebellion. Despite the occasional difficulty curve, Sid Meier's Colonization immerses you in the pioneer era world of colonization. While the game's heavy micromanagement may be challenging, it offers the depth of Civilization with a Pioneer-era charm that challenges and entertains players, making them ponder the historical events that inspired it. At number 12 we have Sid Meier's Covert Action, a game that offers you the role of a CIA field agent with a mission to save the free world from political groups, terrorist cells, and rival spies. While many spy games opt for an action-packed approach, Covert Action stands out for its investigative gameplay, focusing on subtlety and intelligence gathering rather than brute force. The heart of Covert Action is its investigative process, which requires careful thought and deduction. Most clues are logical, encouraging you to connect the dots effectively. For example, when your clues point to Paris and a Marxist party, heading to France to investigate the local communists makes sense. However, the game also presents complex challenges, involving the collection of small clues to unveil larger conspiracies. In your pursuit of conspirators, you'll sometimes encounter situations where not everything is immediately clear. Finding hidden hideouts and tracing faction locations can be an intricate process, involving wiretaps, car tracing, and espionage within other agencies. Unfortunately, the game falters in the execution of its core mechanics. Hacking, cryptography, combat, and car chases are central to the gameplay, but none of them are particularly enjoyable. Hacking involves dull, repetitive puzzles, car chases are unengaging, and movement controls can feel stiff and unintuitive, which is exacerbated if playing with limited keyboard options. The worst aspect of the game is its infiltration and combat mechanics, which tend to feel clunky. The lackluster elements repeat excessively, and the game's flawed mechanics can turn it into a tedious chore. In the end, Sid Meier's Covert Action has a unique investigative approach that offers moments of satisfaction. However, the game's less enjoyable mechanics, uninspiring car chases, and clunky combat system hold it back from reaching its full potential. While it has its merits, the cons often outweigh the pros, making it a game that might not fully impress you. And that's all for this bundle. I personally think that this bundle is worth it for the amount of DLCs that you get for Civilization 6 alone. The others feel like a huge bonus, like Civilization 5, which you can further sink more hours into if you're into some strategy and building games, whether it be an empire, a space colony, or railroads. I also acknowledge that there's a coupon in the Civilization 6 list of DLCs. In any case, I would highly recommend this bundle. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more bundle content, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.